Hi, everybody. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters, and I am here with Adam Gates from Naked Healthy.
Hi.
We are here today to talk about alcohol. And today, society supports alcohol. It is one of those acceptable things in our society. We go to parties, and it's just kind of expected in a lot of ways. So that makes it okay, right? What do you think?
Um, yeah, it's just basically alcohol. I feel like is the number one promoted substance that is I consider soul sucking. Yeah, it's accepted. It's promoted everywhere in every movie that you see. People are always it's the fun every time they go to a bar. The music starts. It's always the dance scenes. People are drinking. It's a good time.
And with alcohol, we have more fun, right? But not necessarily, because we can get into trouble. We can get into accidents. We can have DUIs. But
Emotional damage.
and then there is that emotional damage as well. But I also want to kind of piggyback off what Adam said about being soul sucking, because I don't know if you've ever seen this, but when somebody starts to drink, they actually disappear. You see them change before your very eyes, and if you notice, it's almost as if their soul leaves and that they are not present anymore. I know you've witnessed that.
Yeah, the people that you hang around with, we all think about your friends that you know that drink 5-6 days a week. You can just feel that the essence of them, of your friend, is it's sort of
Diminished.
Diminished, yeah. So the longer you drink, the more excessively you drink, the longer or the more you sort of start to lose yourself, and it's you forget sort of the person that you were at the base of your foundation.
It's something about alcohol. It's interesting because I had when I moved out of the desert, this was back in May, I had a bottle of vodka that I'd bought 4 years before, and I'd hardly touched it. It sat in my house for 4 years, and I had a friend come by and say, "Are you going to drink that?" And I said, "No, here, take it." The same thing with beer. I mean, I don't drink, and the parties that I go to now, alcohol's usually not even present. So, as we raise our vibration, we're doing fewer things that reduce who we are, and doing things that raise our vibration and make us feel better rather than less than.
And I want to talk about mom not drinking, because she stopped drinking visibly to me. It was about 7-8 years ago, somewhere where the conversation started to where I'm not drinking as much. Now she doesn't drink at all. This year I've probably had, I think, maybe 1 or 2 beers and 2 shots for the entire year. And this is coming from someone who was a raging alcoholic. I used to drink 6 nights a week. So I have a very strong feeling against alcohol, because I know what it's done to my life, and I've seen what it's done to my friends' lives. And since I've started Naked Healthy and I have people reach out to me, I see continuously how hard it is for people to be able to pull themselves from this, because it's such an addictive substance. Which is the other thing, is that it's like this song and dance. It's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because it's an addictive substance. But it's like, how much can you handle before you have a problem with it?
Well, and that's the thing. What they're finding, it's more than just they used to think that it was a gene that we had, but now it's being discovered that there's a threshold that we get to where, you drink so much, and it's sort of like getting suntanned. It's cumulative, and eventually you are beyond the point where you can control it, and that's the issue. So all addictions, and I don't care if it's a workaholic addiction, shopaholic addiction, drugs, alcohol, they all come from a rejection of ourselves. And so when we reject ourselves, we beat ourselves up. We don't, love ourselves the way we are.
And rejection, on that note, to hold your thought, rejection could be a lack of self-love.
Right. And then the other thing is with relationships are hard enough. Add alcohol into the mix, and you fly off the handle. You get more upset. You might say things that you wish you hadn't, and regret for a lifetime, because alcohol lets down our inhibitions, and it has a tendency to kind of, the mufflers off the mouth.
something the angel and the devil metaphor on your shoulders. I found that alcohol is very much allows the devil to pop up onto your shoulder. You do things that you wouldn't usually do. You say things you usually wouldn't say. it shuts down your hippocampus, which for your brain is involved in memory and long-term thinking and goal setting. So when you drink, it's like putting a tarp over that. So all of a sudden, your diet went out the window. Who you would or wouldn't sleep with goes out the window. Things, texts, you wake
We've
up.
never done that, right?
You wake up the next morning and you realize there's text messages that you sent that you shouldn't have sent.
Oh, and drunk dialing.
So, and that's obviously for excessive drinking. Even just partial drinking still does this. So just I only have one glass of wine every night. That's still shutting down your hippocampus. It's giving you a fatty liver. It adds to psoriasis. It's adding to an addiction, and it's a depressant on top of that.
And there's sugar on top of that, and people don't realize how much sugar that they're consuming when they're drinking alcohol. So I have two brothers that are diabetics, and it's from all too much alcohol in the system. So here's the thing, we just lost, what was his name, from the Partridge Family. His liver shut down because he drank so much. And what did he say? So much wasted time. And that's the thing with alcohol. We're not present. We can't be wholly present when we're using a substance that diminishes who we are.
Yeah, Mom and I had this conversation while she was staying with me this weekend, and just how much happier I am since I've removed alcohol from my life. I'm actually doing a promotion for next year. It's not a contest or anything. It's just a promotion within yourself, or a challenge within yourself as to who can go the whole year next year without drinking. I feel so much better. I wake up fresh, rejuvenated. Not every day, but more days than most, just from staying away from alcohol. So it really does. If you're trying to do any work on yourself, that's the biggest thing for me. That was the biggest self-improvement for one thing that I was able to give up. Was giving up alcohol was the largest improvement I saw overall in my life. So it's not easy. We're not here saying that it's something that it's just, quit alcohol. We understand it's a daunting task, but take care of your health. That's one of the most important things about this. And Mom and I are both there for tips for self-love and health advice.
So in summation, love yourself, give love to you, nurture yourself, take care of you. And in that process, part of happiness is self-discipline. And of course, stopping drinking involves self-discipline.
It does involve a lot of self-discipline, guys. This isn't something that's easy, but the payoff is more than you can fathom.
And having someone who could be your partner,
Accountability buddy.
that is a great way. So you touch base with them first thing in the morning. I didn't drink last night. Yay. And they pat you on the back and congratulate you. That's a really good way.
It sounds silly, but it's amazing as to how much that works.
Yeah, having somebody to help you with that.
So we're filming this as Mom is getting ready to leave for California. So she's in a very packed car.
With dogs.
We've got some dogs in the back seat, and
ready to go.
But we really wanted to get this message out to everybody, especially around the holidays and with the new year coming up and resolutions and all that junk. So
be safe.
Go love yourself. Thanks for watching.
Be the love. I love you. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys. Hi, Debbie.